And you can find out what the ruck is going on in just a little bit. But now it's time to swap rugby balls for glitter balls as we welcome my first guest tonight, who have been knocking it out of the dance floor for a century of shows, from Desi Swims to Swimming in Fake Tan, here to celebrate 100 episodes of Dancing with the Stars. Would you please welcome Karen Byrne and Brian Redmond. A 100 episodes. How are you getting on?
Good.
I didn't do the sit-down test in this outfit, so I'm just hoping for the best.
It's all good.
It is.
I think it's all good. I'm looking at Brian, and I think it's all good.
Just keep it here.
Be grand.
I think it's all good. Brian, 100 episodes.
Yeah,
You have been there from the get-go. How does it feel to be Dancing with the Stars OG?
Well, 99 episodes done. I haven't managed to fall down the stairs yet, just
Don't say
once.
that.
I know, and a little bit of a practice tonight. So,
Yeah.
the 100th episode on Sunday night. I can't believe it's been so quick.
And you've been there from the start as well, Karen.
Oh, I can't believe it. I feel like I've nearly grown up on the show. When I think back of, like, 10 years...
Did you see the people stood there?
No. Is he saying I'm old?
No, grown up.
He said grown up. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
You just
come
keep
here.
turning your back.
No,
and
but
that's
when I
grand.
think of the show, I'm like, oh, my God, like... I have so much to thank Dancing with the Stars for, because all the opportunities and everything, and sure, I met me fiancé and
we
everything on the
know.
set.
Sure
Not that
we
I like to keep talking about it, but no, when I look back over the years, we've had such an amazing time. I can't believe it's 100 episodes.
Yeah, and I mean, you
flown
both
by.
look exactly the same.
I do. Brian, I actually think Brian looks better now.
I think Brian does.
Well, I think I've embraced the real me compared to the earlier years. I have pretending, I think, Paddy, pretending to have
it's very
hair.
Clark Kent. It's very
It
Clark
was.
Kent.
Yeah.
He looks younger now.
He does. But obviously, you're here tonight. You're a lovely man. We were having a chat backstage. And yet, on the show, you are the villain of the piece. Is there an inner villain in there?
Oh, there is. There's no doubt about it. The inner villain is somebody who loves the art form and who loves what people do. And I always sort of relate it back to other trades. I mean, if there's somebody who's having I was talking to the makeup girls earlier on. I said, if somebody sat down or I sat down and tried to do the makeup, I'd make a bags of it. And you wouldn't be happy. And it's like that with me on Dancing with the Stars. And it's Dancing
Would
with
they tell you, Brian?
But this is the thing. They
Yeah.
probably wouldn't, you know. So I think there's a difference there, which is I am actually being paid and required and contractually obliged to tell people
tell
that
the
sometimes
truth.
they struggle.
Yeah. Now, Karen, there are many moments over the years that are highlights for us when we think of you. There's one written down here.
I know exactly what you're
do
going
you,
to say.
do you think you know what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I bet you I do.
Go on.
The Desi Swim.
It is the Desi Swim.
Does
I mean,
everyone remember that in the audience? What was I thinking?
I mean, whatever
Like,
you
do
were
that
thinking, it was...
choreography, I don't know what was going through my mind, but
I think
come
it
here,
was-
listen, the people love to give them what they want.
Well, I think we should maybe... Should we give them what you want again
Oh, no,
tonight?
don't
Let's-
play it.
Here it is.
Oh, no.
Desi Swims.
Live telly, why not?
It's a move, Brian, that hasn't caught on the dance floors around Ireland.
Well, I believe it was done in Coppers later on that night, but apart from that, I don't ever remember studying that in a ballroom dancing technique book when I was a young lad
No.
growing up. No.
What
Me
were
either.
your first thoughts? What were your notes in rehearsals when you saw that piece of creative genius?
Well, the first time we ever
of all?
see it is live on
you.
the show, and it's not often we're stuck for words as judges, but I was like, Des, what are you thinking? Karen, what are you thinking? My God, this is just iconic. And I could see it in the moment, the reaction, as we've seen in the audience here tonight.
It was
Here we are.
Austin Powers, it was movie week. Why would I not do something like that? And come here, we're still talking about it 10 years on, so we're 9 years, so we're doing something right.
It's a good thing.
And Des still has a suit. He's still wearing that navy suit.
Well, look, I mean, Des gave us some great moments. I know that his waltz moved you in a different way.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I know you're occasionally partial to an odd teary-eyed Patrick as well. I've noticed that over the last couple of years. And it's just the way that things catch you. And for people, they may or may not remember, it was the Marino Waltz, which was a song by the Dubliners. And coincidentally, I've got a familial connection to the Dubliners through a first cousin of mine who's been with them, you know, since day one as a sound engineer. And I just got this sort of sentimental wave washed over me as Desi and Karen waltzed past. And I thought, isn't that cute? Isn't it nice? And it got a little bit teary at that moment. Weird way.
I never noticed the tears.
Maybe it was the shock still from the Desi swim a couple of weeks beforehand. I don't know. But something came over me that night for sure.
I mean, were there any other moments that had you reaching for the pocket square?
Oh, there's been so many. I mean, there's been fabulous moments when we think of, for example, Panty Bliss's performances. You know, Rory performed one week as Rory, and it was really, I mean, we talked about being exposing on Dancing with the Stars, putting yourself out there. But Rory talked about how that was the first time that Rory had ever been Rory on TV. That was phenomenal. And then, of course, not only did Karen win the glitter ball with her now fiancé Jake, she went and did it again last year with Jason. And I think the week where Jason wore the blindfold and danced with that blindfold, for me, that was the moment where I thought, you know, if the Irish public don't vote for this as being our champion this year, I'll be absolutely shocked. So that was a special moment as well, yeah.
There it is.
That was the hardest week of my life. Why did I think that was a good idea? I was saying to Jason, come on, you're grand. I never kind of brought Jason's disability up because I was like, you have 2 arms, 2 legs. I was brought up, my sister has cerebral palsy. She's in a wheelchair and she was always just one of the sisters, treated exactly the same. And I think that's why me and Jason got on so well. Until the week I thought it was a good idea to step into his shoes and put a blindfold on. I was making every excuse under the sun of why I couldn't do what I should be doing. So difficult. But when I look back, I'm like, that was probably the most rewarding time on the show. Like, Jason was just a phenomenal partner and I'm so lucky to have had him as my last partner on the show.
We can't talk about 100 episodes without talking about Captain Sparkles.
Yeah.
Julian, of course, I know he was very special to you both.
He's phenomenal. We got a chance to mark his passing on the show a couple of weeks ago when we had Dedicated Dance Week, but he was just such a special person. We're all, well, maybe not all, but I'd like to think that most of us will be fortunate enough at some point in our life to have somebody who can change people's lives in the way he has. And I'm not even talking about the work that he's done with Tranquility House, because he changed everybody that was around him. I mean, we knew and we loved Captain Sparkles, but behind that, there was a man who had huge intelligence, huge emotional intelligence. And it was an intelligence both emotionally and literally. I mean, he did a degree in psychology as well as Irish and English. And he wore that intelligence well. You know, when you spend time with somebody who you never feel is lording things over you, well, that was Julian. And, you know, often with work, I might be driving late in the evening and I would think, who'd still be up? Who could I call? Julian. And I'd ring Julian maybe 45 minutes from home. And I remember on one occasion, I pulled into the driveway and about half an hour later, the phone rings and my wife is texting me, actually. She didn't ring.
Are you coming in?
Is there something wrong with the car? Still talking to Julian. He was just such a special person.
Yeah, I think even with me, when it was announced that I was a judge, he was the one person that texted me. And I felt it meant so much because I was like, oh my God, he took time to text and say, well done. And after the first live show, when I was probably a little bit down on myself, going, I don't know if I've done a good job or are people going to like me now in this new position? And he messaged, and it wasn't just, well done, Karen, it was literally a novel of how you done and you are brilliant and this and that. And I was like, well, at least I made someone happy.
Yeah. Well, look, you're making a lot of people happy doing what you do. The 100th show.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Special. What have you got for us for that?
We can't say now. Nikki Bourne is joining us on the panel.
Yeah.
My dreams have come true.
Yeah, and Nikki, you know, interestingly
Like
enough...
Westlife is on the panel with us now. Come here.
Yeah.
Who would have thought that?
You have met him once or twice before. It's
I've
not
met
like
him
you've
loads of
never
times,
met him.
but the fact of he's actually going to be sitting on the panel with us, that's
And of course,
special in itself.
One thing I noticed during the week, and I found it difficult to sort of balance this out, is Des Cal did the Desi swim. Wasn't maybe the best dancer in the world. Made it to the quarter-final on Dancing with the Stars.
He did.
Nikki Byrne also made it to the
The quarterfinal
quarter-final on
Strictly.
Strictly Come Dancing. So maybe we'll have to have a bit of a dance-off between Nikki and Desi to decide who's the better out of the two of them. So he's got a bit of dance experience. He's got...
Oh, he's mad about the show. Even when he was like presenting it, he was so engrossed with how are you getting on this week? What's the dance? Who's the best? Who's the worst? And I think that always showed with him when he was up in the box and interview, and he was just so into it.
Well, look, I mean, you guys live and breathe it as well.
Yeah.
We are sitting looking at the Sam Maguire of dancing. There are 7 couples left.
I've never touched it. I've got that sort of football thing where I'm afraid to touch a trophy.
Yeah, but you're never gonna
I'm
win
never
it
going
anyway.
to... So, okay, I suppose
Winners, do we think? Anybody who's going to be in the final?
Well, there will be a winner.
There will?
That's
It won't be you.
It won't be me. No, it won't
I
be me.
feel this year in particular, it's like an even playing field. Like normally you have people going, they've loads of dance experience.
come
no,
on now,
listen,
don't be
you do.
doing that.
Yeah,
Now, get off
I
the
hate when
fence.
people normally say this,
Yeah.
but they are. They're all quite even. Like you look at the leaderboard, and every week it seems to be changing.
It is.
That says a lot.
Somebody's going to have to step out of that pack because I think there's been a couple of early front runners with the likes of Caitlin being way up there every week. Eric Roberts has challenged. Tolu's in there. So again, what I'm doing, Paddy, is just saying names so
I
that I
know.
haven't,
I was like,
emphasised
really don't know
any
that.
particular name.
Philip walked on to après match. Thank you so
We
much.
don't know is the answer.
I think you maybe do know, but you're not saying. We'll all have to wait and find out. You can watch Dancing with the Stars for its 100th episode on RT1 RT Player on Sunday at 6:30. Give it up one more time. Brian and Karen.